Y'all, it's Emerald and John,
Hey y'all.
and this is Real Talk with the Rices. We asked y'all to give us some questions or suggestions or anything like that because I get a ton of questions in my inbox, on YouTube and on my public Facebook page. So I figured we'd do this like every week or so, and you guys this time made it more like a Q&A. But I think from here on out we'll get topic suggestions and then just do like a weekly topic because I have a ton. This is pretty much like a Q&A, but we're just gonna call it our first episode of Real Talk with the Rices. But the questions are kind of scattered and I'm on my cell phone, so I'm just gonna be taking the questions off of the phone. And like I said, this is more of a Q&A, more like a background, I suppose. And then the next episode will be like a topic of the week type thing, so that way it's a little more structured. So okay. Getting that out of the way. So I'm going to go to the first question, and a lot of the questions were asked 2 and 3 and 4 times, so I've read through them, but I'm going to probably shorten a lot of them just so that I don't repeat myself. So okay, let's see. And people have a lot of forewords before they actually get to the question, so I'm trying to make sure I don't read everything they say because a lot of it isn't really not relevant, but you know what I mean. It's not like a question. So okay, so how did you and John meet?
Friends.
We met in high school through mutual friends, y'all. And that is in probably like my first or second Q&A video. Let's see. How many siblings do you have? And how many siblings does John have? Let's see, y'all know I have a twin sister. And then I have an older brother who just turned 30 the day before yesterday. And my older sister is 28 this year. And like I said, I have a twin, and my little brother will be 18 this year, so there's 5 of us. And John has
one brother
who was John has one brother who is 13 years older than him. So yeah, and we're the only ones I'm the only one out of my siblings that has children, and
my brother's got 2 kids.
Yes, his brother's got 2 kids. Our niece Kaylee is 13. No, she's 14.
Whoa.
Our niece Kelly just turned 14. Yeah. And our nephew Donnie is 19 this year. So, and John's brother, had kids pretty young too. I believe he was 20 when Donnie was born. So, okay. Will we be doing Veda? And Veda is, video every day in August. I don't know, y'all. It was really time consuming last year, and I wasn't even in grad school. So, I don't know if I'll do Veda. I'll see. And a lot of these questions are from me, but of course I'll let John speak when he's asked a question. I'll let John speak, you know what I mean. What type of breast pump did you use to pump your milk when you had Kane? I had the Medela, however you say it, pumping style, the Metro bag. And I used that, y'all know, I pumped for 11 months for him. With Carson, I probably used that pump 3 times, just, I know the first few days of engorgement I used the pump, but she never took a bottle, she never took a pacifier. She's always been on the breast. So I lived on the pump with Kane, and I used it 3 times with Carson. So yeah. What nationality are you? I get that question a lot for some reason. I am African American, black. That's it, y'all. I'm pretty sure I look African, maybe sub-Saharan African, but we don't know what part of Africa we're from, just like a lot of African Americans don't. So my father's side of the family, basically we all look the same. People always think we're directly from Africa, but it's just that our bloodline has not been diluted at all, so we all look the exact same. So and if y'all saw my mom, y'all would be like, oh my god, that's your mom. I'm sure some of y'all have, but I look nothing like my mom and exactly like my dad's side of the family. So yeah, African American. And where do you, John?
White. I don't really know anything else to say.
Yeah, we don't know our heritage, y'all, our background.
We're no American.
We don't know, y'all. I'm just African American and he's white, as he says, y'all.
The nationality of America.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about my natural hair or me locking my hair?
It's cute. I'm the type of guy that, if your hair is going to grow back, grow however way it goes anyway. So, it looks fine. She styled it up. As long as she's comfortable with it, it's fine with me.
Yeah. I had my shaved hair, he didn't care. I had relaxed hair, he didn't care. John's the type, he just doesn't care. I've had everything from micro braids to relaxer to sew-ins to locks, and he's just like, okay, looks good. So, I never have to worry about doing my hair and then being like, oh God, is John gonna like it?
She's already so pretty. It doesn't matter what her hair looks like.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Brownie points. Woo, woo.
Dork. I mean, silly goose. Okay. Do you have a larger car in mind that you would like to get before the little one arrives? Yes, we have discussed getting a van, and I've discussed that a lot in my pregnancy vlogs. We'll just see, how things are in the next couple months.
It's in the cards.
Exactly. Basically, y'all know I'm trying to get my Pacifica off of my hands. Every time I think I'm going to get it off my hands, something happens. So we've been looking at vans, and if we don't get a van, it's fine because I have a Chrysler Pacifica, and it's got a pretty big back seat.
It can fit 3.
It can fit 3 car seats side by side, and y'all know I told y'all about the Diana Radian car seats that go side by side. So we've already got the baby's car seat, and if we can't get a van, then probably when I'm 38 weeks, I'll just go ahead and order the other 2, and then just have the 3 car seats side by side. We'll have more than enough room. So it's just that nobody else will have basically it'll just be one person in the passenger and then I won't be able to carry a lot of people, but it's just me and the kids anyway in my car because John's got his own car. Yep. So, okay. Are you going to homeschool your children?
No.
No. Props to people that homeschool y'all. I mean, do your thing, but and I'm not gonna say I don't have the patience, but yeah, y'all, I don't have the patience to homeschool. Exactly. I love my kids to death. I love being a stay-at-home mom, but with me, going to school, undergrad and now in grad school, get my master's degree. I'm not, because I really want to work outside the home, and not that I would feel like I wasted my degree, but I'm just not gonna homeschool, and we'll most likely do public school, y'all. But of course, to me, school is like a supplement to what you learn at home. So of course, we'll still be teaching them at home, but they will be in school. But we're not gonna homeschool. And like I said, I have nothing against homeschooling. It's just not for us right now.
Yeah, going to school is hard enough, and then being a teacher to your kids is hard enough. Even harder for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the basic stuff, colors and numbers and stuff, but
yeah, and that's the thing with me too.
Maybe a little bit too
even though I'm gonna have my master's degree, I'm not the best in math. I'm awesome in English, but I would just feel I would be so prepared. And of course, they say you're your child's best teacher, and that's why I love the supplement of school. But it's kind of I would be scared to death. By the time I get to geometry and algebra, I would be lost right along with my kids. So we'd be learning together all over again. So I'm just what, let a teacher do that, and then I'll supplement at home, and then they can bring me their homework, and I'll learn my geometry and algebra and all that good stuff again. But no, we're not going to homeschool y'all. Long story short, how do you take care of your skin or your face? I have a video up about my skincare regimen, and I'm pretty sure I'll link that below, but in case I forget to link it, then I do a Clean and Clear wash, the Clean and Clear Astringent. I always do the sensitive skin formulas, and then the Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer with SPF, and that's pretty much all I do, y'all. That's it. Okay. How do you what do you do to your face, John?
Water.
So whatever's in the bathroom.
Pretty much, yeah. Hot water in a cloth.
How do you guys find time to spend with each other? How is a love life with 2 kids?
2 kids, that's all we can say.
How do we spend time with each other? What do we do?
Make videos.
Yeah, make videos when the kids are napping. And when my mama comes, we have date nights. All of our friends are pretty much either still in college or they're they finished college and they've moved off. So we don't have a ton of friends here. Our family lives 2 to 2.5 hours away, so we don't have a ton of visitors all the time. So it's basically just me and the kids, and then John at work. So whenever we do get free time, if somebody says, I'm coming up for the weekend, y'all can have a date night, we go. So pretty much every video y'all ever seen in the past 3 years of us on a date night has been when somebody's come to help out. So that's what we do, y'all. Just date night, or when the kids are sleeping, we do videos, or or we normally watch a movie or something together when the kids are napping. Try to stay up late, that kind of thing.
And then the biggest thing is just involve the kids with us and stuff. So we do a lot of watching movies. We go out and do stuff, go to parks and stuff.
Yeah, we're the type too that
typical whole family.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Yeah, and that's the thing too. We love taking our kids with us places, so it's not like we're the type that have to have a ton of alone time. Our alone time is always with our kids. Our kids are pretty cool. So, so yeah. And how is your love life with your kids? Well, we've got 2 and 1 on the way, so apparently there's some sort of love life.
Just gotta find the time.
Yeah, just found the time. Whenever, wherever, y'all. So, let's see. How many kids, ideally, is a good number for you?
The ones that you can afford.
Yeah, because John, like when I ask him, sometimes he says 4 to 6 kids, like 4 to 6 children, which to me is a crazy range. And then, other times it's like, well, as long as we can afford them, we can keep having them. So it's one of those things where honestly, y'all, we don't even think we have a set number at this point. I just think if I have this one and I feel perfectly content and I'm like, okay, I'm done having kids, then we'll be done. I mean, he'd be fine with 3 if I were fine with 3. If we had the money and I said I want 10, then he'd probably say okay, because John has always wanted a big family. So as many as we can afford, y'all. We're not even going to say that this is our last, or we're not going to say it won't be our last. We don't know. As long as we've got the money to support them, and we're comfortable with expanding our family, then we will.
As long as you have the means to provide them with a good life, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So we don't have a set number, y'all. This may be our last. It may not. We don't know. Let's see. I already said how we met. Oh yeah, is your twin sister planning on having children? Yeah, she is. So, but I'm sure she'll elaborate on that on her channel, y'all. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's definitely planning on having children. So, I guess she would announce that to y'all whenever it happened. Because y'all know I ain't holding the light. Let's see. Has anyone ever recognized you when you were out and about?
Surprisingly, yes.
Yes, quite often actually. Like, we live in a pretty densely populated place, I guess. And like every time I go to Target, Walmart, no matter what, somebody says, EDO 1988, like they always do that. I'm like, oh, okay. So I probably met maybe 12 to 15 subscribers have run into us in the past 3 years. So that's always been pretty cool. Let's see. Do you ever plan to visit London or Africa?
Well, we're rich, yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, we don't. It's not like it's on our to-do list. Maybe our bucket list. I don't know, but we love to travel.
Yeah.
So
that may be something that we will be looking at whenever we're retired and stuff.
The kids are out of the house.
Yeah, like she said, we'd love to go. We love to go out, travel, go all kinds of places. But when you got two on the way, two and one on the way. My goodness, you got a bunch of stuff out where that's not possible.
Yeah, you would have me pass out on camera. Lord,
I'm about to pass out.
Lord, no. So, do we ever get weird or long stares and foul comments when we're out and about? How do we deal with them?
Comments, no. Every now and then you get people that'll kind of stare. It's just, there's still racism out there. It's not that big of a deal.
A lot of it I don't think is, it may be racism, but a lot of it is curiosity also. Yeah. A lot of people just look like, oh, that's different. So whenever people stare at us, I don't automatically think, oh, they're racist. I just know, okay, maybe. And then 99% of the time, when people do, like, we've had people come to us and say, oh, your family is so beautiful. Yeah. And they've been staring for like an hour. And I'm like, what is wrong with them? And then they come up and compliment us. And that's been pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, no one ever really says anything.
Yeah.
They just kind of stare.
Yeah.
No biggie.
There's no harm in staring out. Yeah. Let's see. When you were younger, did you know you were going to marry a man of a different race? I did not, y'all. I did not have my husband pictured in my head. I had no idea what he was going to look like. Nothing, y'all. I found John, fell in love, and that was that.
Woo woo!
Let's see. I did like this one. She said, I would go through your videos to find the Q&A video you were talking about. You have a million videos and anybody got time for that. Laugh out loud. I thought that's so cute. She said, I would love to know if this was the first interracial relationship for both of you guys. Was it?
No, not for me.
Yes. John's girlfriend before me was African American. And that was your first African American girlfriend, right?
Correct.
Yep. And for me, like, John was actually my first real boyfriend. Of course you have like your school boyfriends, or like the boyfriends that you have that you really don't tell your mom about, that kind of thing. Like the boyfriend that I had that I never told my mom. Y'all know what I mean when I say like school boyfriend, where it's like you see each other in school and everybody that you're dating in school, but you don't really talk on the phone. Like your parents don't really know about them. So I've had like the school boyfriends, and then I had like a boyfriend.
Sound like a stalker. Did he even know?
Really? That's really, you don't really play me. So then I had a boyfriend before John that my mom also didn't know about. And we dated for like maybe 3 or 4 months.
Sorry,
and he was black. He was African American. But like my school boyfriends were biracial, white, Hispanic, whatever, y'all. It wasn't that serious. But y'all know I met John at 16. So, but technically you were my first boyfriend that my mom knew about, but you weren't a school boyfriend. Y'all, girls will know what I mean. Like y'all know what I mean. Maybe John started dating at 7. I don't know. and it was telling his parents about it. But with me, like I said, I would have school boyfriends because my mom was really strict. Maybe that's what it is. My mom was really strict. And let's say if I was 15 and dating a guy at school that I told do not call my house because my mom will kill me, then he was probably white or Hispanic or black, you know, that kind of thing, y'all. But no, this is my first interracial relationship, y'all. I had different school boyfriends of different races. So anyway.
Pat did ask for my license and my social security number on our first date.
Exactly. If y'all had a strict parent that you couldn't tell your boyfriend about, then you know what a school boyfriend is, okay? All right. Let's see. What is your favorite hairstyle that I've ever worn?
I mean, the one recently was when she had like a little bandana thing. That was really
He loves that style, y'all. Like when I put it on, he walked in the bathroom and said, "Oh my god!" Yeah. I was like, "What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?"
I'd say that, and I actually did like the low cut too.
Yeah,
that looked nice too.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of hairstyles that I like.
Yeah, when I kept it nice and short.
Mm-hmm.
I like that too with so little maintenance. Okay. John, you're looking so handsome. Have you been losing weight? Any weight loss tips?
Yes. Work. We went to the gym. We joined the gym, so I started going to the gym Monday through Friday, just working out, lifting weights, doing cardio and stuff, and then just trying to play basketball whenever I can, and then also just working outside. And I cut yards and stuff like that. So just a lot of sweat.
Yeah, because he's got his, he's a salesman. But then he does his because he went to school for ornamental landscape technology and horticulture. So he does his sales during the week, and then on the weekends he does his business, so to speak, his landscaping. So he does his landscaping on Saturdays and Sundays. Sundays mainly, and he stays in shape doing that, y'all. And I've never seen a guy that loves, well, besides his father, I've never seen a guy that loves being outdoors more than John. Like, I just understand that guy loves to sweat, and I'm like,
that's the biggest thing. Just when it says it's 80 degrees outside, but it actually feels like 106, and you just walk around for 2 seconds and you start sweating, that's how you lose weight.
Yeah, and stay outside in that kind of weather and mow lawns on Sundays, and you'll
with a push mower.
Exactly, you'll lose weight. What is something each of you has had to compromise on to ensure your spouse stays happy?
What have you compromised, baby?
You're gonna be on the spot. This is a hard question. What's my compromise? I'm admittedly a very stubborn person. Mm-hmm. So over the years, I've definitely been working on that. So I guess I've compromised being stubborn. I don't know, y'all. I try not to be a stubborn.
I'm a very easygoing person, so that helps out tremendously in our relationship.
Yeah, we're pretty much like our personalities are completely opposite. So even like they're opposite, of course, opposites attract. They say that, but it's like we're so extreme that it kind of just balances out. Which I know may sound funny, but whatever. Okay, what have you had to compromise, babe?
My beauty.
Your beauty?
Compromise so much beauty for this relationship.
How do you compromise beauty? What are you talking about? He's still a goose. What have you compromised?
I mean, really nothing. I mean, other than just being easygoing, because there's times when we fuss and, we're both just like going around in circles. Everyone knows how that is.
You're in an argument.
You're just arguing and just going around in circles. I'm normally the first one to kind of say, you know what, it is what it is. And
yeah, he's normally the first one to say sorry, and I'm like, me too. Like, it's rare that I say sorry first, and I know that's something I really need to work on. So, but his little motto is "Happy wife, happy life." That's what he always
the biggest thing. You can be right, and you can be happy. I like to be happy more than being right most of the time.
So, and then half the time I say I'm sorry too. So it still balances out. You just normally say sorry first because I'm stubborn.
There you go.
Okay. Let's see. John, what was your reaction or your thoughts on labor and delivery in a hospital or birthing center?
Birth center was definitely a lot more intimate, I guess you say, because you're not really having too many things kind of hooked up on Emerald and stuff like that. Just the necessary stuff that she needed.
Nobody in and
out. Yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, we kind of had. I mean, other than the super long labor in the hospital, I think we had a pretty good experience overall.
Yeah. It was
compared to other stories that I've heard.
Yeah, compared to other people in my hospitals, it wasn't that bad. But if I compare the hospital to the birthing center,
oh yeah, I mean, I would much rather do birthing center. I'd rather do that, but I'm not gonna, if it's necessary, I'm not gonna put my foot down and say we're not going to no stinking hospital.
Yeah, he's not pro birthing center, hardcore pro birthing center, or hardcore pro hospital is pretty much, what I'm comfortable with is what he's comfortable with, because, heaven forbid I need to be transferred to the hospital, he's not going to have a hissy, so, and neither would I. So.
The biggest thing is whatever's best for the kid, and the burn center does provide a little extra. Like I said, the closeness is not so crazy as it is in the hospital.
Yeah,
so.
The intimacy, there you go. Let's see. What is your hair care regimen? I guess you're asking me.
Yeah.
My hair care regimen, I wash with Shea Moisture, and I'll do a lock journey update this week as well. But I wash with, currently, I wash with Shea Moisture products, wash and condition, and then I retwist with the Talia Wajid, lock it up, and then I put like essential oils and things on my actual locks and on the scalp too.
Excuse me.
And retwist once a month, and that's it. What's your hair care regimen, babe?
Water, basic shampoo, basic conditioner, or shampoo and conditioner, whatever's on sale, pretty much.
Yeah. And cut your hair when it gets long.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just take normally a 4 guard right now, and buzz it off.
Yeah, and I usually cut John's hair for him, y'all.
Low maintenance.
Yeah. Have we decided on baby names? Yep.
Well,
Yes.
short answer would be yes.
Yes, we have decided on a baby name. Because it's funny, because and I'm gonna mention this in my pregnancy vlog too. Because the kids are still calling the baby the first name that we picked out. They will not say the new name, and so we're just gonna keep both names in mind. Whatever the baby looks like on the day that it's born is what we're gonna go with, because John still calls the baby by the first name, even though we agreed on the second name. So
What?
So
Shenanigans.
But like I said, whatever the baby looks like when it comes out is what we'll name it. One of the 2 names we have picked out, but the middle name is set in stone. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, the last name set in stone as well.
The last name should be set in stone. Let's see. How do y'all decide on baby names? Do you do it together, or does one of y'all pick and then the other goes with the flow?
She kind of throws names at me, except for Kane's.
Yeah.
I said that was the one I wanted, and then she accepted.
Yeah.
But with Carson and with this one as well, she kind of throws them at me, and I said, no, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that one.
It's always a yay or nay.
Then she kind of gives me like a final 4 list, and
then
I look
pick.
at them, and then we kind of go with whichever one, and then we come to an agreement.
Yeah. But
And then she names it whatever she wants.
But normally, like with Kane's name, like you said, Kane was, because I always have the hardest time with boy names. And with Kane, like, I just cannot think of like a boy name that he loves. So I was just like, you know what, John, you name it. Not name it, but name, the baby. And he said Kane, and I was like, oh, I love it. So I really didn't expect him to, give us a good name. But
Give him props.
I gotta give him props for that, because Kane will probably still be nameless if it were left up to me.
Hey, nameless rice, get on over.
Exactly. Who is more dominant in your marriage?
Depends on the situation. Most of the time, again, because I'm kind of so laid back, I kind of let her be more dominant around the house. A lot of little things.
Like the kids and that kind of stuff, y'all. He's not meaning to like kick him around, but
oh God, no, hell no.
But like when it comes to like discipline, not that he doesn't discipline the kids, but he works more. So not works more. He works outside the home.
I guess you would say that we have more of the traditional, old school traditional type of dominance, where like a lot of the stuff outside the home,
finances
and stuff like that, and
You're
more
dominant.
of a hardcore, I guess. More hardcore discipline, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I kind of have a more dominant role in that, and a lot of stuff around the house and the everyday discipline type stuff, is more on Emerald's plate.
Yeah. So I guess we're there you go, perfect. Let's see. Will you be getting help when baby number 3 arrives?
Oh yes.
Yes, we will be. My mom's going to stay with us for 1 or 2 weeks. I can't remember what she said. This is going to be our 3rd baby, so I definitely shouldn't need as much help as I did with Kane. And like we had John's mom stay for a week when I had Carson, and she was a great help. So, she was a great help with Kane, because she would keep him outside, keep him entertained, that kind of stuff. So, but my mom will be here to like help cook and clean and all that stuff for a week or 2. So that is the help we'll have. That's Lily, y'all. Hopefully she doesn't bark and wake the kids up. So yeah. But like I said, my mom. Who's that? Okay. But, my mom will be here when baby number 3 arrives. And like I said, I hopefully won't need. Hopefully I won't need that much help. Let's see. What is the funniest, most embarrassing moment that you and John have shared together? I already know mine. when I was in college, I was having like, and I'm not even like, oh my god, this is TMI, but I was in college, I was having bowel issues. We had no idea what was going on. Basically, I ended up being lactose intolerant, and
she thought she had worms.
Yeah, I thought I had, because of course I'm like a Googleaholic, so I'm googling like, you know, symptoms of, oh, you got pinworms, you got, I'm like, oh my god, worms. So I stress out, I freak out. I go to the student health, and they have me do a stool sample, and basically, I didn't want to dig through my own poo for the stool sample, so I got John to dig through my poo. We were like 20 years old. I was like 20, but it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, so we had to put a paper plate on the floor
and let the poop fall
into the on the plate. Then she said, John. So I came in there and put the plate on the floor, and I'm sitting there scooping it up because they had like a little spoon there, and I had to use to scoop it and then like put in this like little sample jar thing. And she had a nerve to come up in here saying, John, you're not doing it right. So as I'm holding my breath with my nose, I holler out my mouth saying, get out of here, Emma. I know what I'm doing. And then and as soon as that happened, some of the stink kind of got on my nose, and I started to gag a little bit.
So looking back is hilarious. Like when it happened, it was not funny because
it was high rate time right there.
It was pretty much, I'm lactose intolerant, and I used to love drinking like milk and all sorts. I didn't know I was lactose intolerant. I was a dairyaholic, so I would, I had no idea what was going on with my bowels, and of course they suggested a stool sample to rule everything out. And I'm Googling thinking I have worms. I didn't have worms, y'all, but I'm just Googling thinking, oh my god, thinking the worst. And it was just that I was lactose intolerant.
Yeah,
but
and the white stringy stuff that she found.
Okay, really? Yeah, but my body does not digest dairy like at all, y'all. It's kind of crazy.
Well, it's embarrassing. Might as well let everyone know.
Oh, yeah, let them know you, John. You know what? Okay. Let's see. What does John do for a living?
Sales.
He works in sales. There you go. He's a salesman. He's been a salesman since 2009. Since 2009, since I was pregnant with Kane. Mm-hmm. How did John's family feel about you when you first met them? And how did you feel about them? John's mom and dad and brother and everybody in his family loved me. Like, I
love liked her more than me.
Yeah. and vice versa. My mom still loves John more than me. Because like when I'm on the phone with John, she's like, "You better not mess with my baby." I'm like, "Oh my goodness." So,
what I'm talking about.
But John's family just loved me. I'm sure this is going to be like in regards to like a race thing. I'm guessing, but I'm guessing that's what it is. And his family has just always loved me. His John's brother's wife is actually Hispanic, so his family like is just really diverse.
We honestly got very lucky that we had the parents the way we had, because I'm sure in a lot of cases it's a lot of well, not in ours, but I'm sure in other cases
obviously
there was issues, but.
Yeah.
But both of our parents, they kind of welcome both of us with open arms.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, do you and John have to deal with a lot of racism being in the South? Nope, I don't think we don't have to deal with any more racism here than anywhere else.
Technically, we don't really go up north a lot, so we don't know the difference between South races and North races. But I would imagine they're about the same anywhere you go.
So because I'm pretty sure if we were to go up north, we may get stares the same way we do here. Yeah. We don't know, y'all. Like I said, we may get stares. We've never had anybody come up to us and say, "Y'all are just terrible, disgusting." Like we've never had anybody say that. No, we said there's no harm in staring. Okay. What made you decide to lock your hair? Very low maintenance, and I'm not like the most I can do is retwist my hair, y'all. So very low maintenance. I like that. And just being a loose natural, I would have looked crazy because I just don't know how to do hair. Like I'm starting to experiment with Carson's hair because I can barely do a ponytail. So she's got 3 ponytails a day, so I'm excited. But okay. And what else, John?
Yeah, and she started just wanting to start getting more natural, kind of cut some things out.
Yeah.
Just constantly always having to put chemicals in your hair and stuff. You want to try to shy away from that.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, were all 3 of your children planned? I'll answer this. Make it short. Kane was, we knew that we were on the honeymoon without protection.
Depends on what you consider planned.
Yeah. We knew we were on the honeymoon without protection. It's kind of like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, whatever. And I happened to get pregnant on our honeymoon. I got pregnant on our wedding night. So, it wasn't planned as in, we're going to chart our cycles and do OPKs and temperatures and all that.
She's not laying on her shoulders afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not like doing a headstand or nothing. So, in that regard, no, they weren't planned. Like we didn't expect to get pregnant, but they weren't unplanned.
We were not trying.
Yeah, there you go. So, we were kind of like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. With Carson, I was taking the OPKs and stuff. My cycle was still really wacky, and I got a positive OPK, and then I ovulated like a week later than I thought I did. So I was doing the whole natural family planning thing, but it didn't work. So
Didn't plan that right.
So really, she really wasn't playing. I mean, she was welcome, but not like playing. And with this one, it was pretty much the same as Kane. We were kind of like, oh, if we have another baby, we do. If not, whatever. Because once again, I'm still nursing Carson, so my cycle was still kind of wacky, and it's kind of like we'll just go.
That was the biggest thing with this one. Because with Carson, she wasn't getting pregnant until after she finished pumping with Kane.
I had one cycle after Kane.
Carson was still nursing when she got pregnant.
Yeah, so my cycle was still wacky
so
this time around.
that one there kind of took us by surprise.
Yeah, like because I had two cycles before getting pregnant this time, and I had the first time I had a 4-day luteal phase. The second time I had a 5-day luteal phase. So there's no way anything can implant in 4 to 5 days. So I thought. Because you typically need like 7 to 12 day luteal phase, or 10 to 12 day luteal phase, or something like that, or 10 to 14 day luteal phase. I think she just misjudged her luteal phase. So anyway, y'all, I basically didn't even think I could get pregnant when I did get pregnant this time around, because I was nursing. My luteal phase was so short, and we're kind of like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, whatever. Like, we weren't super stressing it. Okay. Luteal phase. Okay. What is your opinion on birth control in a marriage?
I guess it depends on the situation. I mean, if they're not ready to have kids, I guess it makes sense. But
like, it would be crazy if a woman was on birth control and like didn't let her husband know, that kind of thing. But we're not like, oh, if you're married, then you shouldn't use birth control. Like,
and also like in Emerald's situation, she doesn't want to do hormonal like birth control. So condoms as a form of birth control.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends on each relationship. Like in our situation, if we decide that we want to start doing birth control practices, I'll just be wearing a condom.
Yeah. And then if we decide we don't, then we'll have more kids. So it's kind of like...
And then we'll have some more videos.
There you go. Let's see. Okay, John, why does it seem that white men only seem to date or marry black women of the darker skin tone?
Because darker the berry, sweeter the juice, y'all. Bam! I mean, I don't know. I mean... To be honest with you, until recently I hadn't really seen many white guys with black girls. It's normally the other way around. Yeah. Black guys with white girls. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe the skin contrast. I guess maybe I don't know. But
and then too, me, I've seen a ton of lighter skinned women or lighter skinned black women with white men. So if they're talking about like YouTube, like for YouTube, maybe they just happen to follow more dark-skinned women with white men, but like even on YouTube, I've seen a ton of lighter-skinned black women with white men. But I mean, I don't know, y'all. Like John said, he can't speak for every white guy, so I don't know.
The biggest thing is, we all bleed red anyway. So
there you go. Sorry, y'all. That was our first Keeping It Real with the Rices. It was more of a Q&A. The next one will be like just like a topic of the week type thing. So leave your topic suggestions down below, and I will hopefully get to them, in future, like in the future episodes. But if I get like 50 suggestions, then of course y'all know they will be broken up, and I may do like 5 or 6 topics per video instead of having like probably a 30-minute long Q&A. So, all right, y'all. Bye.